Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be showing you guys how I make my huevos rancheros. Now, this is not a typical traditional recipe from my household or from my mom's family. However, this is a recipe that is very traditional in most Hispanic cultures, and I have learned how to make this and perfect the recipe, and I want to show you guys my version of these huevos rancheros. For this recipe, we will be using the following ingredients. You'll need some olive oil, tomato sauce, eggs, water, tortillas, tomatoes, white onions, Chiles Serranos, chicken bouillon, cumin, garlic cloves, salt, black pepper, and cotija cheese. So we're going to start off by dicing up our white onion. Now I'm going to be using, I want to say I used the whole white onion actually. I was going to say we used half, but I think I used the whole thing. So we're going to go ahead and dice up our entire onion. It does sound like it's going to be a lot, but it's not going to be a lot. Now grab your pan and start heating it up and add a little bit of olive oil. And basically we're going to start with our garlic, and I'm going to shred mine and put it inside the olive oil. And we're going to make sure that the onion and the garlic have time to be together in the olive oil, and they're creating this almost like marrying effect, I guess you could say, the garlic and the onion. And we want them to, because they're going to be the base of our sauce, to have time to be together and create this wonderful flavor for the entire salsa. We're gonna go ahead and start dicing up our tomatoes. Now, it does look like it's a lot of tomatoes that we're gonna dice up, but they are going to get soft and they are going to start creating their own little sauce. So it's okay, don't worry about it. Keep an eye on your onions, and once your onions are nice and translucent, we're gonna go ahead and start adding our diced tomatoes into the onions and the garlic, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and let them do their thing, and we're gonna start with our serranos. Now for the serranos, I am going to take out the middle part, the vein with the seeds, because I don't want this to be a spicy sauce. I want it to have the flavor of the serrano, but I don't want it to be spicy where we can't eat it. And I personally don't like having heartburn the rest of the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the veins off. You can keep them if you'd like. And I'm going to dice them up, and I am going to add them with the tomatoes, the onions, and the garlic. And this is basically it, guys. This is the base to your sauce. Now we're gonna go ahead and start adding our dry ingredients, and we're gonna go ahead and add our salt, and we're gonna add our black pepper. And I know not a lot of people use it, but we are going to be using cumin, and our chicken bouillon. And we're gonna go ahead and let them do their thing together. Now we're gonna put the lid on it, and we're gonna let the tomatoes and the onions have their own little sauce like you can see here. We're gonna add a little bit of tomato sauce to help the sauce get nice and thick. And this is when we're gonna go ahead and add our water. Now, depending on how thick you want your sauce, you can add half a cup or you can add a full cup. I'm going to add half a cup because I like my sauce nice and thick, and I want the tomatoes and the onions to basically help more of the sauce to become nice and thick. So I'm gonna make this basically for another 20 minutes maybe, so it's nice and reduced. While this is going, we're gonna go ahead and put some olive oil into another pan, and we're gonna start making our tostadas. Now, you can get store-bought tostadas, but I don't recommend it. I think it's better if you make your own, and it's really simple. Just make sure that you put your tortillas and that you kind of press it down with your tongue so that it gets nice and sunk into the oil. And basically this is it. It doesn't take much to make your own tostadas. And it's very simple. Now you wanna make sure that you make just enough for the amount of people that you're gonna be cooking for. It's gonna be just Miguel and I, so I'm gonna put 2 tostadas per plate. So I'm only gonna make 4. Of course, if you're gonna make for more people, you guys can make more. You can serve it with 1 tostada. You don't have to use 2, but I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 tostadas, and you guys will see how I plate it later. So it's up to your guys' preference what you guys would like to do. Now, don't get rid of the oil that you see on your pan because this is the same oil that we're gonna use to do our eggs. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and crack my eggs onto a bowl because every time I try to crack it onto the pan, I feel like I have bad luck and I end up putting the eggshells in my eggs. So this is just an easy way that I found to do it. So once they're inside my bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my frying pan. Now, Miguel and I like our eggs over medium or medium. So that's how I'm going to go ahead and do our eggs. If you guys wanna know how to make like the perfect egg for you guys can comment below and let me know, and I can make a separate video on eggs alone. But for this recipe, we're gonna go ahead and just use our, over medium and medium eggs. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab a plate and I'm gonna go ahead and start plating this up. I'm putting some sauce at the bottom, 1 tostada on the top, and a little bit more sauce on top of that tostada. I'm gonna go ahead and add the second tostada, and again, you guys can only use one if you guys want to. I'm gonna go ahead and add sauce on both, and then my 2 eggs go on top. Now, you are able to serve this recipe just as is, but being that we are a Mexican household, we always have frijoles, so we are going to be serving our huevos rancheros with beans on the side. Again, if you guys would like to see a video on how I make my frijoles, go ahead and comment below and I can do a separate video with you guys for that. But you guys, look at this plate. Oh my goodness, it looks so good and it smells so good. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and add cotija cheese to ours. You can use queso fresco, fresh cheese if you guys would like to. I know that it's a little heavy or salty to have the cotija early in the morning, but you guys are welcome to use either one. And oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite because, oh my gosh, this is so good. I hope that you guys try it. It's really simple. It's very, very easy to make. And I know it's not very traditional in a lot of households, but I know that you guys will like it. It's really, really good flavors. And if you guys don't like your eggs runny like this, you guys can also make them scrambled eggs. It's gonna taste amazing because of that sauce. So you guys can make this your way so that you guys can enjoy it. I'm just gonna take a few bites and I'm gonna go ahead and finish eating. I hope that you guys try this out and let me know how it turns out for you guys. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.